So. Whoa. There's already a few ripped out. I don't know if I'm going to put size 8s on there. Top of the morning to the people that are watching. I see who a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll put size 6s on. He's going, brother. So, yeah. How many do I have rigged up already? I only have 2 rigged up. Well, 3 if you want to count the inline spinners. But we're going to be rigging up some of the Cowgirls baits. We all know who Kenzi is by now. Subscribers, thank you, brother. If you don't know who the Cowgirl is, Cowgirl Kenzi. Hey, short fishing. God bless you. Anyway, I got a playlist for the Cowgirl Kenzi. So, but yeah, I'm going to show you the ones I have rigged up a while. Well, and I'll probably do a short on it too after we're done here. I'm just here to hang out. So here's one that's already rigged up that I tied up too. So, was gold blanks. So they're glass eyes on that one. I got another lipless here for that's not a gold one. Where's the other one that was rigged up? Yeah, I got the gold ones rigged up. And this golden style jerk bait. So it's like got brown motor oil and burnt umber. I don't know if you can see the difference. But anyway, and just a little, nothing real fancy on that treble hook. Nothing real fancy at all. So, yeah. Let's get the rigging up. And thank you very much. So, we're here to chit chat. I'll show you the baits as I'm rigging them up. And y'all can ask me anything. First up, I'll show you what I'm rigging. Is Kenzi's Warmouth wake bait. I don't even know if I even showed this on the channel yet. Focus. But yeah, these little wake baits are very good. I love them personally. Bass do too. So, and if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate. So, right now I'm putting size 3 split rings on this puppy. I just did on the line tie, and we'll do it right here too, and size 8 hooks. If I forget to tell you what I'm doing, split ring size or anything else like that, let me know. This is probably the only bait I'm going to put size 8 on. Well, I might with that rip stop. I don't know. We'll see. I know it's not, normal. Hey, I'm making soft plastics, or I'm getting made fun of from my wife for painting a bait. But I wanted to just do this year. I thought it'd be something special for Kenzi later on. I got this. Well, obviously, I got my split rings in, and I got finally all my soft plastic bags in, and we will be ready to ship this off to her this week. This Thursday, hopefully. I want to send her stuff out and Mr. Ugly Dog Lures stuff. So there's all rigged up, ready to catch some fishies. There's other baits too that are around that I'm not showing, but this is what I have generally right now. I know I got other stuff I got it rigged up too, but this is just what I have in our tackle box for now. Next one up is this is called, oh man, this is holographic. It's gonna be hard to make out. I got ice blue over top of this holographic. There you go, you see the ice blue and the holographic popping through. Anyway, this is one of those ripstop jerk baits. These things are actually really pretty cool. So, I'm debating. I'm going to put size 6s in here. Same size split rings. I'm going to be using size 3 for everything pretty much until I get to the bigger bait here. I just realized she has 2 war mouths coming. I forgot I did, well, 2 versions of the war mouth, so. Now, before I do this here, some people are fans of split rings on the nose of a jerkbait. Some are not. What say you guys? Do you like split rings on the nose of your jerkbait or no split rings? See, me too. Especially depending on what kind of jerkbait it is, you know. Me personally, fishing where I fish. Okay, a lot of those suspending jerkbaits like to suspend or hang a little head up. So if you've got that little extra weight in the front, it'll go, you know, either level it out or put a head down a little bit. If it's head down, even better. But most of the time that don't happen. So. That too. I mean, some people do loop knots. I'm gonna be honest with you. There is a place for them. I will use loop knots every so often, but I don't know why. For me, they're such a pain in the butt. I don't know if it's to deal with a messed up hand or what it is. So, ooh, yeah, I almost put a size 2 on this. Yeah, that's what I know. Quite a few people that'll tie a clip on their line, and then do a like that, you know, not a swivel, but a clip, easy change out, you know. So there we go, all rigged up. So if you guys don't know, wondering about this crazy looking tail, you can work this thing really fast, and then as soon as you stop it, it's like an emergency breaker. You know, brings it to a stop real quick. Call it rip stop. Rapala came out with them a while ago. Now we got the knockoff of them that we can buy as blanks and paint them. So really good little baits. And sometimes, well, yeah, most of the time, it'll actually make it go back a little bit. Like rip, 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 rip. You know, and then stop. Try not to sneeze again. Pollen must be pretty bad today. Oh, what the heck? Let's bring out the big bait, right? Hi, Jen.
Hi.
The big warmouth glide bait. And hopefully gets her a big one. And as this one's done differently than my normal warmouth, obviously. More mode. I got motor oil on here instead of burnt umber, like the other one did, and belly's a little different, just slight little changes. And I put a star on there for her. This is not paint; that's a sticker of sorts. The heck, and it doesn't show up well on the camera here, but it's probably backwards. See, it says hero because she's a true hero indeed. So, get some size 4 split rings here instead of the 3s. And size 2 hooks. Leave that out for the next one. Now, I don't put split rings on the nose of a glide bait. That I don't do. Makes it too sloppy in the water sometimes, depending on what setup you have. Except for like the real big ones, you know, like you use for muskies and stuff. These don't have too much of a problem, really, if you were to have a split ring on it. But, you know, most people, when it comes to glide baits, are like, no, when it comes to split rings. Unless you're musky fishing, you know, with a leader and, you know, the whole 9 yards. You're absolutely right, buddy. In a little way, yeah. These are those extra tough split rings, so it's a help. Kind of a pain in the butt to put these on sometimes. Extra tough, heavy duty, call them whatever you want. Ow. So, got them on. You all right? So here it is, all hooked up. Ready, hopefully, for her personal best largemouth. Smallmouth, spotted bass, whatever, just as long as she has fun. Hopefully someday her dad can get her out musky fishing, even if it's just trolling. And if he does, hopefully he comes to me and I'll be like, yeah, I'll send her some musky baits. Oh, shoot. I need a pointy knife because I've got to clean the eye off of this one. This here's another bait I don't, normally with top water walking baits like this one we're doing next. I don't use pointy. I don't use split rings with, or poppers. A lot of top waters I don't. If you don't know who Kenzi is, look up Cowgirl Kenzi, all one word. Cowgirl spelled with a K on Facebook. Go support her and follow her. Tell her Mr. New Hook Fishing Lure sent you. You should have seen her skiing this year. I would have went down the hill. So, size 4 hooks on this one. I'm just randomly grabbing baits. Okay. No, okay, no, I'm good. I'm good. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have split ring pliers, so I have to use regular old needle nose and just kind of force it sometimes if it wants to listen to me. So. I did paint one of these circus. It's called Circus Peanut walking bait here. Mine was, but I am so jealous of this one. You know, this thing is. You can see it's a holographic bait. I just put a light. So yeah, kind of in a bluegill pattern. I love that bait. I don't know what I did with mine. I forget where I put it. So yeah, I never painted these baits, but when I saw my bait supplier get a hold of these things, I bought 2 of them, one for her and one for me, because I never had one. Yeah, I haven't got a notification for him either for a long time. I don't know. YouTube notifications aren't a joke anymore. I'm like, yeah, if you want a notification, we'll remind you whenever we want to. Even though you set the always on. Ow! Pay attention, Ron. And there we go. What do you think? Think she'll like that? Now, time for her hula popper frog. Did some hand detailing on this. Obviously, you can tell. Yeah. And done eyes. It's transparent bait. Well, down this area. See a little bit of that hand detailing there with some space dust. And in the mouth, there's some hand detailing with space dust. Hand tied that hook. Not hook. The tail there. So. Now these are debatable. You can these blanks in particular. I wish they'd make the bigger ones. You can either use size 8 or size 6 hooks. But with the size 6, you have like normal hula poppers, you run into the chance of the hooks tangling. I normally take that chance. I normally use size 6. Really? I like this. I'm a sucker for treble hooks. Well, depending where I'm fishing. What I'm fishing for. Out there in salt, 50-50. So. Uh-oh. Shoot. Honey. I can't get up at the second. Crap. I just dropped the hook and I don't even know where it went. You gonna give me a hug? Can you turn your light down here somewhere? I dropped a hook. I guess another thing you can also do too is just run one size 2 off of this. I dropped a hook down here somewhere, so I can't. I'm gonna light on, obviously. I only do one over that way. I don't know. I think I needed somebody to step on it. There it is. Thank you. Ow. Picked it up by the point.
Bye.
Hi, baby girl. Love you. No, I have not. I've never fished here. I don't even know where it is. Sorry for that little lag there. Trying to find that hook. So, to Kenzi's dad, if you want to put one hook on here instead of two, it's just hanging on the feather right there. Feel free, go right ahead. If you want to put it down a size smaller, go right ahead. So, there you go. We got the hula popper all hooked up, ready to go. Little deep diving baits up next. More size 6 hooks. So. All right. I don't know what you want to call this here. You can call it a knockoff of a darter or whatever you want to. I like it. More importantly is if she likes the baits. If she doesn't, I'm sure I'll be in trouble. So, little deep diver. I don't know. There's only one deep diver here. Well, two. Sorry, because I don't know all the waters they go fishing in. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're right. Kind of like a perch, kind of like a darter. That can even be with that dark reddish brown copper color on there. I forget what color it is. You can even consider it possibly a crawl color. Just as long as the Mr. Fish or Mrs. Fish thinks of McDonald's when they see it, that's all that matters. You know? Fast food. Oh, my goodness. These are great little baits here. I toss these around for a walleye. You catch smallmouth too, obviously, and other fish, but when I'm throwing them around, I'm targeting walleye. Man, can you imagine if I put a green back to that? It'd been like a blotch perch, kinda. Thanks, still. I better remember to do that. Now I kind of want to try to do a blotchy perch instead of, like a normal perch with the stripes. I'll probably forget that later. I'm on, run careful. Oh. And there we got that little dude. Ready to roll. Ready to get eaten up. And what tackle box wouldn't be complete? Well, we're still doing more baits without at least one shad bait in there. You guys know how I feel about shad dots sometimes. I'll do a shad pattern, and most of the time not put a dot on it, especially for myself. So, but yeah. Sorry, I'm embarrassed about that bad hand there. I don't want to show those messed up fingers. So, it's kind of like a transparent one. What was my base coat on this here? It was, my base coat was Space Dust, the one, and I wrapped it. And then a little bit of light blue on the back. And I wrapped it silver and like a silvery purple. So, I kind of dig this puppy. This is, by the way, if anybody wants to know. Oh, hey, Dale. Dale. All right, you know what? If you're on here, I want to show you something. If anybody wants to know, that's my favorite crankbait. S-crank. And a 2.5 square bill one knock. I have nothing against the other ones, but for some reason, those one knocks for me, you know, I tend to catch a little bit more fish on them around here. I do use a regular 2.5 ones that rattle like crazy. Give me a sec. I want to show Dale something. I don't know why I thought of Dale when I did this. Did this yesterday. I didn't do it on the live stream or anything. But yes, the wire's supposed to be bent kind of funky. Oh yeah, does bait. I did that head myself. All it is an egg sinker, smashed a bit, and then painted. So, yep. No need for a trailer. The way I did it. So. That was a nice bass, Dale, that you caught. Real nice one, bud. Oh, yeah. Size 4 hooks go in this puppy. Oh, no thanks needed. How much did that guy weigh? Or how long was it? I forget how kayak fishermen do their stuff. Is it length or is it weight or both? From the camera angle you had, it looked like at least a 5-pounder. Oh, camera angle made it look bigger. Yeah, it was fat. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the belly of this bait. Oh, I'll be auctioning off that frog bait, the marbled frog, and that big S-Crank 2.0 together sometime this week. Maybe probably Friday, I don't know. But it's coming, just to let you all know. My hands are cramping up. A bad hand is it anyway. Normally don't cramp up this early. Come on. Show the frog again. Okay, give me a second, buddy. Camera don't do it justice. I wish it did. Yeah, I think it's best if I take a little bit of a break here soon anyway. Let me just get this hook on here. This is why I get split ring pliers. There we go. Whoop. All right. Shad ready to roll. Yeah, don't do that. I got another one in here for her too. That's not so natural looking. That I'll have to hook up. Yeah, let's take a breather here real quick. Just in case. Oh. Yeah, here's that marbled frog. Take a close up with the body. Whoops. I do have a short on it, I think. I'm waiting for it to focus in. Come on, focus. Oh. Anyway. Layers of greens and browns and, you know. That's all hand detailing. The blacks and the browns there. Well, the brown blotches, especially on the back. So, yeah. That's that frog. So. You know what? I'm going to take a little breather with my hand here. This is the bad hand I had surgery on and stuff, and sometimes it wants to cramp up on me when I'm doing this stuff. Oh, okay. Anybody have any questions or suggestions or anything? We can shoot the breeze. Anything you want to talk about. I only got 2 more baits to, well, 3 more baits to rig up. Well, 3 more baits that are here, right here. That I have other baits too that aren't in the tackle box yet, but oh yeah, I did. Here's her 1/4 ounce inline spinner I did for her. So nice little bright one. And this one's just a beaded one. This here's probably like a 16th ounce. Stop moving. Trying to get it to stop moving. Oop. There we go. So that can be flung around for trappy, tiny bass, whatever. What's this? I can put red chenille on them. Painting the hooks red my personal experience, they just wear off so quick. But if I tie chenille on it, red chenille, you know, kind of looks like the pipe cleaners from school that had the wire in it, but without the wire. Wrap that around with red. I do that there. Matter of fact, right here's one of them. That's what I mean by tying red chenille around a hook. That don't go anywhere. Those red hooks, my gosh, you bump it up against a rock 2-3 times. There goes the red. This guy already has a tied treble hook coming on it. So, yeah, these two, the frog and this big S crank are coming as a set. That's a heavily marbled bait too. A tiny bit of hand detailing. Nothing really to speak of. It's underneath, you know, that white, the lateral line that pokes through in and out here and there. But it's just dragonfly glaze glitter, that gold, and right here underneath the gill with that dragonfly glaze glittery stuff. No, not at all. You talking about this? Oh, why red hooks? Oh, blood. They work really well. No, I know where you get the idea because of Cajun red line. That disappears in the water. It's better than fluorocarbon. Yeah, I said it. Some people won't agree with me. I don't care. But anyway, what was I going to say? But those red hooks, yeah, that line, it's not transparent. So yeah, it looks like the bait fish is injured. That's why a lot of people even like red eyes on their baits. You know, some of these had red eyes on it. So, oh yeah. And normally, like, I don't know if it's necessarily true. I don't pay attention. But a lot of people swear up and down that if the hook is red or whatever, a fish will hone on that red hook as a bullseye and aim for the injured spot. You know, I don't pay enough attention just as long as I hook the fish on. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And that's why some people like a lot of red throats on their baits, you know, or even orange. Like here we go with this one. There's the next S crank. Chartreuse back. Gold to brown, light brown. Space dust on it. So you can see it reflecting a bit. There you go. And obviously you see the orange throat. Not much to this. A touch of motor oil paint around the eyes and on the forehead. No big deal, a little bit. Cast out, reel in. The only wrong way to use an S crank or any crank paint, in my opinion, is casting it out and just letting it sit for an hour. You know, cast out, reel in, bumping it up against the rocks, wood, or whatever, because that lip right there is very deflective. It'll deflect off of rocks pretty easy too. Doesn't get hung up like, like the rounded or pointed, like this here style. Well, that's not a good example either. But, jerk bait style type of lips and stuff. It turn or burn. I mean, slow or burn. Experiment. I've caught fish doing both, buddy. I've caught fish burning it and then slowing it down in the middle of a cast, or slowing it down then speeding it up. I've caught it bass. Go over, deflect off a couple rocks, bum 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 bum, and then pausing for a split second. And as soon as you pause that split second, just for a little bit, boom. Yeah, next time I order some baits, I will be having some 2.5s coming in. They're out of stock of my 1 knock, so I ain't getting any 1 knocks. Instead of going through the water, it's more of a click, 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 click. I got to epoxy that hand carved popper prototype I did. I'll tell you guys what it is. I don't have it near me. And then hopefully tomorrow, well, maybe not tomorrow. Oh yeah, here we go. All rigged up, ready for action. I'm in the Kenzi. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Getting more split rings up. Size 6. Hopefully it works. It doesn't look spectacular in my opinion. So I'm gonna have to tweak it if I make another one. It looks like a bluegill laying on its side. The eyes facing down towards the water, the eyes up there. So it looks like an injured baitfish on its side. I have it painted up and everything already, so. Oh, this one already has a split ring there. Okay. 1.5 deep dive. Instead of about 2 to 5 feet, like the normal S cranks, I say 2 to 5. It all depends how fast you're reeling. This thing will run around 6 plus. 6 to 8, 10, depending on line diameter too. And a blue spotted sunfish variation. Kind of. I even got little pectoral fins on this one. I painted. It's so cute. Yeah, I need constant reminders to do that. I keep on forgetting. Because I'm so used to the rule of thumb, of mostly like when I grew up fishing, okay, my dad wasn't into it, and he wasn't around much, over the road truck driver and stuff, busting his butt. So my brother got me into fishing, and he would just tie it on and say, "Do this." Okay. And then I have to learn on my own the rest of little tips and tricks and everything else. And then obviously watching like Bill Dance, Roland Martin, Jimmy Houston, all the legends, Larry Nixon, the whole 9 yards, Bob Mesa Comer, muskie fisherman. So yeah, and I learned also that use it any way you want to. There's no real wrong way if the fish is eating it, right? And if fish ain't biting it one way, use it a different way. Or just change up your lure. Now, one thing I have seen people do is do not cast your bait out there in the water. Soft plastic or hard bait like this, and just let it sit. It's not going to do anything. You got to put some action to it. You got to do whatever you just don't let it sit. And don't use a little size 6 single hook on like a 6-inch Senko and bundle it up like a night crawler on that thing and put it underneath the bobber and just go. Yeah, the fish is just there's no action to it, no real natural smell to it, to a point. Depending on what, even if you're spraying nightcrawler scent on it, the fish is just gonna be like, what the heck was that? Gotta put action to your bait. So yeah. There's only one thing. Well, I don't know if this counts. Those gulp alive little red worms. I found for trout and bluegill, well, panfish in general, we can actually cast those things out and just let them sit for a little bit. It's not like they have any action to them anyway. They're just like, look like balls of yarn. I mean, a piece of yarn yay long. So they smell like dirty mustard. That's one way to learn, ain't it? Yeah, see, my brother is quite a bit older than me. My mom spaced us out, and he's the oldest. So growing up, he was like kind of like a father figure to me, even though he was young. I mean, he's 16 years older than me. So, and the way, how it was growing up back in the day, even though he was my brother, it was just like, okay, don't question it. I could have. It's not like my brother was going to whoop my hind end or anything. It's just like, okay, just listen to him, and if he gives you any more information, do it. It's weird being a little brother. I don't know how many people are little brothers in here. I'm the youngest in the family, period. Oh, yeah, I am getting ready to do this here. Y'all don't even know what I'm doing. The camouflage lipless. There's some marbling in this. Kenzi, do not drop this one on the ground. I don't know if anybody can find it. This is going to be a great crawfish imitator. So, I haven't done a camo pattern since. No, wait, no, I did that. I did somebody a snow camo one after this one. I don't remember even who it was. One of the kids' friends. I don't remember. And this is the last one for now. So I'm gonna get these baits out to her ASAP so she can teach her dad how to and catch a ton of fish, hopefully. Like I said, before these things go out the door, when I have everything packed up and ready to roll, I will pray over these baits for her. So, sounds weird, but I try to do that. I try to remember to do that with each and every package I send out. And not that the baits just work, but that the people feel and hear God's mighty presence play over the pond of their hearts while they're in ownership of these baits. That's the most important thing. So, what was just flashing on the screen there? You can tell my hand's getting weak with this. This is why I don't see as many hand-carved baits like you used to. It take a lot longer now. So, Kenzi is, I mean, true inspiration. And I have, I'm very proud father of two special needs daughters, and that aren't ashamed of it. They flaunt it, and they don't get anything, let anything get them down either. Sometimes Cheyenne, well, she used to, and I just have the way I grew up. My mom's like, they're God's special people. You treat them as such. So, and etc. So, my brother and sisters, we would go out of our way to be friends with them, and praise God. And then I thank my mom, thank the Lord that she brought us up that way, because it prepared me for my beautiful daughters, you know, that Jen and I have, and my wife too. You know, so it's amazing. So I seek these people out and try to be their friend as possible. You know, Jen works with a few people like that. And well, oh my gosh, he's hilarious. He's my buddy. So, well, two of them. So, they're my buddies. Anyway, here we go. Camo lipless, ready to roll. Just got a gold lipless, the blank king gold. Okay, and all I did is paint that black on there and yada yada yada. But anyway, there we go. Just a touch of black glitter. You can not black glitter, gunmetal gray glitter. You can see coming off that thing. Just to bring it all together and give it a tiny bit of a pop. So that's what we got for now. Right here. I mean, I don't want to overload it, because I don't want the baits getting messed up, you know. I want, when the baits get there, I want them to look like they just came out of the store, or I just got, or not out of the store, like I just pulled them off the rack, and, you know, I don't want anything getting scratched, or, I mean, more than likely they won't, but still. But anyway, let me see if I can reverse the camera and show you guys what we have so far. This is not counter soft plastics, obviously. So, oh yeah. Oh, why are you upside down? Sorry. Anyway, this is what we got. I'm sending the tabs with her just in case her dad needs them or wants them for the box or something else, you know. So I'm sending, like I said, the entire tackle box, including the those extra tabs and stuff. I think I should put more spinners in there, but I don't know. So that's what we got. Ooh. All for you, Kenzi girl, Princess Shed Hunter. Princess Shed Hunter knows how to find a lot of deer sheds. The antlers. I didn't go out shed hunting this year. Well, I haven't for the past 2 years. So, like I said, auction's coming up. Don't know when. I'll probably have a reserve on it, so or somebody can set a reserve on it, you know. But I don't know. That'll be up later this week sometime. Ooh, I gotta go potty. Sorry, too much information. Where's your 1.5 at? I gotta find that thing. Okay. Is it like a 1.5? Oh, wait, hang on. Probably 1.5 square bill. I could show you a picture of a blank later on. I do have one more 1.5 square bill. And you can tell me, hey, Ron, do this. I'll do it for you. I also have, wait, do I have one more? I don't know. I don't know how many people remember back in the day the storm wee wart, the really tiny wart. These cute little suckers. I gotta go put epoxy on this guy. Jen stole this one from me before it's even epoxied. These are adorable. They're pudgy. I got. This is like a. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. All right. Whew. So, I gotta get going. God bless you all for tuning in. Remember, I love each and every single one of you. More importantly, God loves you, and that there is always new hope in Christ. It won't be a challenge. I've done tinier ones. God bless y'all. See you next time.